All right. Good evening, everybody. As you can see, it's 10th of May 2020. So I'm actually doing a preparation for the week in terms of what I just do every, let's say, prior to when the market opens. Actually, the market has just opened. It's 11:09 Kenyan time. So that's when the market actually opens. So yes, so what I want to do is I usually like the previous night just analyze the charts and then plan my trades kind of for the week or the next day. Um, and as you guys know, I'm an intraday trader. I used to be a scalper, but I'm an intraday trader right now. And also a trader who has or rather a trader who literally shares trades on a platform, on the IM by Brother platform. So I do this preparation not just for me, but also for the alerts and for the team who receive my alerts every Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on the platform and also in my channel, Fierrrce Alerts, Fierrrce Launchpad. Which basically we have people there who subscribe to the channel and literally are able to get my trades like 3 times a week. And being an intraday trader, my target for the week is usually like, let's say 500 pips, but I've kind of really been outdoing myself. And so I think it's kind of excited me in the sense that I just want to start sharing how it is I trade, but practically, rather than just talking about it, showing you exactly what I do. So there'll be less talking in this um, video and more practical stuff. Now my charts are already usually lined up. So like what I do is I've opened 2 websites. I've opened TradingView and I've also opened Forex Factory, right? So Forex Factory, I just changed the date and tomorrow doesn't look like a very busy day. There's news. Let me just put a filter. I like to put filters just for the red and amber folders. So I remove the gray and yellow. I find them maybe not so high impact. They're important, yes, but I like to zone in. So if I apply that filter, the only news I'm seeing is tonight, or rather early this morning at 4 a.m. Kenyan time. There's NZD news, and that's NZA and NZD business confidence. I mean, New Zealand dollar. So if you open it up and look at the detail, what is ANZ business confidence now? Source issues and interim release to cover the impact of COVID-19. So this is what the news is about. Okay, but this is what the alert for the NZD news, what we should expect. Interim release to cover the impact of COVID. We all know in New Zealand, NZD stands for New Zealand dollars. So yeah, how it's going to affect New Zealand economy and all level of, so measures level of a diffusion index based on surveyed manufacturers, builders, retailers, agricultural firms, and service providers. It's a leading indicator of economic health. Okay, why traders care? I think this is usually the important thing. Why do traders care? Because it's a leading indicator of economic health. Businesses react quickly to market conditions, and changes in the sentiment can be an early signal of future economic activity, such as spending, hiring, and investment. So, and this just gives you the history, you know, like how this economic indicator, what it was like in April and March and whatnot. So, yeah, 4 a.m. we'll see what happens to NZD. So I usually just check the news. Usually Sunday night, because the market is opening, Monday is not really active. There's not much happening. So that's also why I don't trade on Mondays. Ooh, I know people do trade on Mondays. So what I also want to do, hopefully my internet will behave today, is I use TradingView to analyze my charts. So I'm just going to quickly go through currency pairs. as you can see, I've already analyzed most pairs. Like if I look at the major GJ pairs, I've already really drawn my line. So all I'm doing is I'm just trying to see where is the market going. So then as I look at all the different currencies, I'm just looking at potential trades for tomorrow or for the week, you know. And like I said, my target, I've been doing like 800 pips, 1,000 pips. And, you know, I think for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been hitting 1,000 pips in a week. So that's good because then it means that whoever is taking my signals or my alerts at least is catching some pips for the week and making some money. And statistically, I mean, I've been doing not too badly. At least I think 90%, 96%. A friend of mine says like 96%, but I'm yet to analyze it clearly. But yeah, so I do this basically for the team and of course myself. So yeah, so let's see. I want to do this quickly. Maybe if you just watch, you'll be able to see how I do this. I'll probably not talk on this video, but I'll give you like ideas for the week and say like what I see in GJ and stuff. So since I'm on GJ and it's a popular pair, usually what I do, I analyze the day chart and the 30-minute. I base my entries on the 30-minute chart. Don't ask me why. I think I learned this from one of my mentors, a couple of mentors, mainly, not just one. I used to do my entries on the 15, and then I used to look at the 4 and 1 hour. But for now, I'll just look at these 2 time frames. If I don't see a move, then I will go to lower time frames. That's really what I do. But I focus on these 2, then 4 hour, 1 hour, if I don't see any good entries. So don't mind the alerts that sounds. That's basically, you know, alerts coming on for news and things like that. Yeah. So GBP JPY on the day chart. This is what I would do. Literally, if I look at the weekly, yeah, I also like the weekly chart, by the way. Those are the, yeah. So if I look at the weekly, we can see that GBP JPY has been ranging, has been in a channel for a while, I guess since for a while. I mean, this is like 2016, 20th June 2016. So it's been in this channel for a while, you know. So I usually just draw, like my lines are already here drawn. So I'm kind of, let's see, let's look at the day. Let's look at the day. So at the day chart, I can then increase it slightly. See where it's going to. I'll draw my other trend line here. I kind of feel like it's now pulling back. I mean, this is quite clear for me. The one option would be that GJ comes down, okay? And guys, what I'm doing is technical analysis. So I'm not going to look at fundamentals now because there's no news really to look at right now. I want to focus on technical. So GJ was here, came down, 4th March, went up to this channel, came down. So it looks like GJ is on its way possibly up, right? But there seems to be a push down as well. Because basically, but I have a bias for an uptrend right now. So if I measure those pips, that's basically like 242 pips. So GJ has that. So I'm just writing it down in my trading journal. This is for the 10th, okay, 10th, 11th, because tomorrow is this week rather. So 05, 2020. So GJ potential trade setup for those people who may want to look at it. There's a potential of a buy. So this is what I do first. I look at the potentials before I plan my entries. But obviously today we're not going to be trading, but I'm just giving you ideas. So a potential buy for 250 pips. I can see this happening because GJ does move in a day, like many pips. So yeah, I can see this happening. Then we have, so that's GJ. So let me look at the other GBP pairs. I don't trade all these pairs. The main pairs that I trade are gold. Though I haven't traded gold in a while because of the market. It's been very volatile. But I like gold, AUD, USD, AUD, JPY, USD, JPY. And then, of course, the indices, US 30, German 30. Those are like my favorite. Really volatile, but yeah. So GU looks like it's telling me it wants to come down. So where it is right now, I do have a bias for a downtrend. And I've had this bias for a downtrend since last week because this is an arrow I drew last week. So how many pips am I seeing on GU? So if I look at GJ, because usually most currency pairs, as long as most GBP pairs move the same way. So likely GJ, in as much as I said it's a buy, it's also a potential downtrend, right? And of course, we'll wake up in the morning. But right now, GU is really looking like a sell. So I'm looking at GU for a sell of 200 pips. Okay. These are just potential. So I'm not saying we sell GU. Yes, I'm saying potential sell. So GN, exactly. I think GN is telling me the same thing. I'm just looking at the pairs, guys, and then let's say it could go about from where it is now. GU could come down about 130 pips. It could bounce off. If it breaks, then we have a free fall. That's GN. So I'm gonna put 131 pips. And remember, guys, I'm an intraday trader, so I'm hoping that these trades are going to close in like a day, maximum a day. But sometimes they do pull, they do pull back, like they do. Yeah, so let's look at GBP, CHF. Okay, basically now, I think now my bias for GJ on a buy has really changed. So I think I'm gonna take a sell on GJ. I'm gonna go with a sell rather. I'm not trading right now, guys. I'm just looking at the charts. So GBP CHF is 146 to about 300 pips. That has been my bias for a while. You can see the arrow I drew earlier. But a safe bet is about 140 pips. So and then what I'll do is I will tomorrow evening do another video of after, like if my setups were correct. So a sell of about 140 pips. And then I'll do another video of, so yeah, so let me put an arrow here so that I can also prove that I did this. Let me put a cell here. So I'll delete this and then I will leave it till morning or evening tomorrow and see how it panned out. So that's GBP CHF. So GBP CHF sell 140 pips. Okay, let's go back to the USD. I said 200 pips GU, and only because I'm seeing a strong wick here, right? I would have had a bias for an uptrend, but on this I'm seeing a strong trend down. So unless something changes at night, I have a bias. So I'm seeing like potentially right now, let me change that. I had given about 200 pips, but GU could actually drop about, actually that's 200 pips, yes. But there's more possibility of a pull down. I mean, a bigger drawdown. Then GBP, let me look at it again so I can look at it again. Yeah, so this is GBP, JPY. GBP is kind of 50-50 for me. It might go up before it might retest 132.882 before it comes down. But it's definitely looking, for me, my bias is I think because of this wicks, yeah, it's possible it's coming down. So it's potentially a buy, but a short buy, not a long buy, a short buy of about 50 pips before it drops 200 pips. So I'll change the 250 to 50 pips on a buy, and then I'll do a sell of 200 pips. So we'll see how much we'll have gotten tomorrow. So I've done, okay, so those are 4 pairs. So another pair I like to look at is AUDJPY. So let me just write that down, JPY. In future, hopefully I'll be able to show you guys everything, how I trade. You'll be able to see me trading live as opposed to looking at my screen, so that you can see me actually writing down the trades. Now, the reason why I'm not talking loudly as well is because people are asleep. It's 11:24, so my baby's asleep. We're homeschooling, and I gotta keep it down because she's up early tomorrow. It's her first day homeschooling. We finally got the curriculum. So AUDJPY is just telling me a really good story of an uptrend. It's about, let's say, 60 pips, right, on a buy. If it breaks, it may go maybe probably another 200 pips, up to 200 pips. If not, if it doesn't break, it should come down about 180 pips thereabouts. So for me right now, there's a strong, this is an engulfing, a bullish engulfing candle. So it's a very, very strong indication that AUDJPY is on its way up. So I have a stronger bias for a buy, and I'll probably go about 150 pips on AUDJPY. So let's say about 60 to 100. Okay, so let's look at AUDUSD. Same with AUDUSD, and AUDUSD is a bit clearer. I'm looking at about 120 pips, right? So that's about 180, 20. So that's AUDUSD. But it's a buy for about 120 pips. Let me look at the indices, because sometimes the indices kind of move. The Australian dollar is kind of pegged a lot on the US economy in terms of how well the US economy is doing. So if the indices, US 30 specifically, looks like it's going up, usually the value of the Australian dollar, I've noticed, goes up. I know that because Australia, I believe, depends on a lot of exports, or is it a lot of imports? One of the two. So they're big exporter. Okay, sorry guys. To Asia and stuff, and they also import a lot. So the value of the dollar is really, really pegged on the economy. So wait, let's see. I'm seeing about 5. Wow, I'm seeing about on US 30, about 400 pips on a buy. So US 30. It's just that I can't enter now, but that would be a good move. 400 pips on a buy. This is purely technical analysis, guys. I could get it wrong, but we'll find out. Let me look at German 30. They usually tend to correlate. German 30 is telling me the same thing. It's on an uptrend. About 100, let's say 200 pips. So German, usually I find that when US 30, let's say, moves for a distance, a couple of pips, a number of pips rather, German 30 tends to move half the amount of pips. I think I've noticed that. I could be wrong. Let's look at S500. It's telling me the same thing. So the SP500 also looks like it's going up a couple of pips, a number of pips. Yes. So let's put an arrow for that. So let me look at the DAX. No, not DAX. What did I say? Did I say DAX? I want to look at the dollar index. Dollar index is dropping. Okay. These are just for confirmations for the trades. I don't trade the dollar index. I don't trade S&P 500 much. US 30 is really my bread and butter. So let's look at gold. Fierrrce. Though I haven't traded gold in a while, it's been crazy. Oh my god. Gold has been gold. Gold, yeah, I had seen this. I had expected gold to start coming down, and I think it's on its way down now. So, although we have a bullish candle here, but I really, right now, as I speak, 236 pips on gold. So, as we speak now, the time now is 11:29 p.m. Sunday night, Kenyan time, GMT +3. So wherever you are in the world, you can convert that into time. So that's about 200, let's say 250 pips on gold on a sell. Yeah, about 200, 250 pips. What other pair do I like to trade? Euro NZD, although Euro NZD can be extremely volatile. This is a clear downtrend. Before I wrap up this, I'm just gonna go through how I chart. I'll use one example. I'll quickly chart out a currency pair so that you can see how I'm doing this. So about 200 pips. So 200 pips. Okay, then we have Euro USD. The candle is telling me it's going down. I think this is, I really don't know what these candles are called. The interesting thing is I can just identify them. Guys, I've been a trader for 17 months now, so I'm also still learning. I've just gotten really good at my trading style, but I'm also still learning. So sometimes I forget the names of the candlesticks, but for me, wicks, dojis, morning stars, those ones really tell me a story. So it's very possible that the Euro USD is on its way down, like by this. There are two options now. This one could go down 80 pips or go up another 80 pips. Then, as you can see, we are kind of in a range. So sometimes I don't really like trading ranges. And also as an intraday trader, it's in the middle here. So it could get here and start moving up, So I wouldn't enter right now. And this is because I'm also seeing two things. It looks like it wants to go down, but I also know that sometimes Euro USD and Euro NZD don't correlate, like they're inversely proportional. So I kind of have a bias for an uptrend just based on market structure, right? Just price action. Like this was a zone, right? Over here. Zone over here. So, and please note, I'm not looking at the 30 minute. I'm just looking at I'm analyzing the 10, the day chart. And the day chart for me is enough. The candles came down, tried to come back down, but they're now on their way up. If I look at this, yeah, I have a bias for an uptrend, but because there's a wick here, I would not enter because we're in a range. It's the middle of the range. Price is in the middle of the range. I prefer to trade breakouts. So I'll 50-50 on Euro USD, Euro GBP. Time is 33 past. I don't want to take too long here. Okay, so Euro GBP, from past analysis, I've had a very strong bias for a downtrend. It's also been ranging. It's been in a channel. So I'm still biased for the downtrend, as you can see. And I'll call for maybe at some point 250 pips. Yeah, Euro GBP. I like Euro GBP. So guys, I usually just trade like maybe four 4 pairs or 3 pairs a day, targeting maybe 600 pips. But obviously I don't necessarily get all pips because I'm an intraday trader. Maybe for the swing trader, I'd have the patience to wait. But I like to trade fast moving pairs that can close within the day, or at least within 24 to 48 hours to 72 hours, 3 days max. Beyond that, I'm like nervous. I want to jump out. Yeah, so I'm not a swing trader yet, but sometimes, trades behave like swing trades when they pull back. And you're like, oh my God. So yeah, so I think that's it. What I want to do in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to clear a chart. At least I've called a couple of trades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 trades worth maximum of course, I can't take all these, but you guys can have a look at them and help. It may help with your analysis. So this is maybe 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16. So a minimum of 1100 pips, maximum of 3000 pips for the week. That's what I'm seeing. Or even for the day. Like if you took all these trades, if your account could hold all the trades, yeah. But you probably just get 600 pips or 400 pips, which I think is good. And with proper risk management, you can watch my video on risk management on how to manage your risk as a trader. You'll be able to make some good money on that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to a pair that I don't trade so much and try and analyze it so I don't have to get rid of my lines, my support and resistance, and my trend lines. Just so that if you're a first-time person on my call, you'll be able to see very quickly how I trade. And this I'm going to try and do in 5 minutes. So the pair I want to look at is let's see, USD, JPY, NCAD, JPY, NCAD CAD. Let's see, since news is coming up. Okay, I'm going to clear my screen. I'm gonna clear my screen. I'm gonna remove all tools. I hope you guys know how to use TradingView. There's a video on my channel, Fierrrce Trade House. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. It talks about how to use TradingView. Shout out to Paul Okello. We did it with him, or rather, he did it for my team here in Kenya. He's in the US. Amazing trader. Really love working with him. So he helped me share TradingView, how to use TradingView. So you will find that clip on my channel. So guys, this is NZD. I'll just close this so that we can see a bit better. And then, yeah, so let me just close this. So this is NZD CAD. Okay, I'm on the day chart. And what I'm trying to do is look for the trend. So I'm just going to do this right now. Looking for the trend on the day chart, week to week, week to week. I'm not sure why I came up with this, but it just works. So it just helps me see better. I like to track price. So that's exactly what I'm doing with my trend lines. In case you're wondering where I'm drawing, I know some people don't have to. They're just like magicians. They can see everything perfectly. But I'm kind of pedantic on this as well. Point of convergence, which is here. I'll try and put it in a different color. I think I can. So this is my point of conference. So this line is very important for me. It shows me how price is moving or where next. Like now I have a bias for a buy on NZD CAD, literally for about potential 60 pips. So it could move up and then drop, or move up and break, or it could just drop because a wick is forming on this candle, and since the market has just opened, we can't really tell. So we just hold on that. So in the meantime, I draw my trend lines on the body, excuse me, on the bodies of the candles. Don't ask me why I do that, but it just helps me see the chart much clearer. So I look for the highs. Else to go into. Then I come to the 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And on the 30 minutes, I look for my zones or my floors. So I guess prices here. So the lower low is around here. So I'll just do this. Just for clarity, I'm doing these trend lines, this support and resistance lines rather, for clarity on my end. And I think this is a strong, I like the color green, so I'll just change this to green like that. Yeah, I like the color green. Just makes me feel like I'm gonna make money. Okay, so okay. Yep. I hope you guys can see what I can see. There's a wick. NCAD is on its way down, guys. Trapped the price. Movement looks down. It came up, bounced off the resistance, came down, and is coming down again. It bounced off the support areas. These are very strong zones. Every time price is attracted to a specific place, very strong zones. So I know price is definitely coming here. Not much of a trade though, but potentially if it breaks here, then it goes all the way down. So I wouldn't enter this trade now. Let me first. It doesn't look yummy. It doesn't look too yummy. I feel like I have to draw too many lines to really. 12 doesn't make sense. No, no trade for me. But it went, hit this trend line, this support, this resistance. And do you guys notice something? I'll just draw this temporarily. Do you notice this? Yes, I hope you do. That's a zone. Now, I could trade from here to here. So how many pips? Is it worth it? No, it's not. It's like 54 pips. Yeah, 50 pips is okay. It's more than a scalp trade. Yep. So NCAD potential 55 pips. So I'll write that. I hope you guys saw what I've just done. Sell for 55 pips. So since the Australian market, I believe, is open, this is the Tokyo session. Yeah. Yes, y'all can jump in from wherever you are in the world. I wouldn't, because I don't trade on Mondays as usual. So yes, so that's it, guys. Thank you. See you next time. And next time we'll be looking at the after, because this is the before, right? My analysis before. Then we want to see the movement after so that you can see if we hit our trade. So far, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 trades. And NCAD is the last one. So we see how it turns out. I'll do an after video and then we can see. And you can follow me. See you guys. Good night. Bye.